Thanks for staying with us. Russia has now vetoed efforts to keep a team of United Nations experts in Mali who had accused foreign fighters of involvement in widespread abuses in the West African country. 13 of the UN Security Council's 15 members backed a proposal on Wednesday that would have extended sanctions for 1 year on Mali and would have kept the experts in place. But Russia exercised its veto power at the UN meeting to block the extension proposal led by France and the United Arab Emirates. Russia's UN ambassador Vaseline Nebanzia said the sanctions were first put in place in 2017 to support a peace agreement in the long-troubled country. A newly released video of Wagner mercenary leader Yevgeny Prigozhin purports to show him in Africa only days before his death. In the video, filmed at an unknown location, Prigozhin says, not in English, for those who are discussing whether I'm alive or not, how I'm doing, right now it's the weekend, second half of August 2023, I'm in Africa, end quote. The short video was published by Grey Zone Telegram channel, which is linked to his Wagner group on 30th August. Mr. Prigozhin's camouflage clothing and hat, as well as the watch on his right hand, matched his appearance in a video released on 21st August, which he also claimed was filmed in Africa. But in this era of artificial intelligence, time will unravel more about the true status of Prigozhin. The Philippines have become the latest of China's neighbors to object its new national map, joining Malaysia and India in releasing strongly worded statements accusing Beijing of claiming the territory. China published a new version of its national map on Monday, as it has regularly done since 2006 to correct what it had referred to as, quote, problematic maps, which represent its territorial borders. India was the first to complain on Tuesday when it launched a strong protest about the inclusion of the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh and the disputed Aksai Chin Plateau in Chinese territory. The Philippines have rejected the map also because of its inclusion of a dashed line around contested areas of the South China Sea, which was subject to an international tribunal ruling in 2016 in its favor. The map is the latest attempt to legitimize China's purported sovereignty and jurisdiction over Philippine features and maritime. In the United Kingdom, Energy Secretary Grant Shapps has been appointed Defense Secretary, replacing Ben Wallace, who had previously said he would leave. Mr. Shapps has promised to continue supporting Ukraine over Russia's invasion. It's Grant Shapps' fifth cabinet role in under a year, having also served as Transport Secretary, Home Secretary, and Business Secretary, all in the past 12 months. His predecessor, Ben Wallace, was Defense Secretary for 4 years and a Minister for 9. He's played a key role in the UK's response to the war in Ukraine. The United Kingdom's Education Minister, Claire Cottinghall, has been promoted to Cabinet as Energy and Net Zero Secretary, replacing Mr. Shapps. Evacuation and relief efforts have begun in Florida after Hurricane Adelia, the most powerful to hit the state in over 100 years, have made landfall. Around 250,000 homes have been left without power as the U.S. declares public health emergency. Some families are desperately looking for the graves of their loved ones.
Woke up, it came in so fast, man. It was unbelievable how it came in. I'm still in shock. I mean, it came out, within minutes. Nothing we can do about it. We lost everything.
Hurricane Adelia moved so fast as it passed by us, it didn't allow the storm surge to load up and get here and stay here for a very long period of time.
Meanwhile, President Biden says he's spoken to all of the governors of the states most likely to be impacted by the hurricane. He's ready to mobilize whatever support they need. He also says he has directed FEMA to redeploy resources, including up to 1,500 personnel and 900 Coast Guard personnel throughout the southeast of the nation.
By the storm. Earlier today, I made a point to speak to all the governors most likely to be impacted by this storm. I spoke with Governor DeSantis several times. Governor Kemp, Governor McMaster's, Governor Cooper, about the impacts of the storm and that made landfall at 7:45 this morning as a Category 3 hurricane. And it's moved over land and is now shifted to Category 1, but it is still very dangerous with winds up to 75 miles an hour. And the impacts of this storm are being felt throughout the southeast, even as it moves up the eastern coast of the United States, affecting Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. And we have to remain vigilant, and there's much more to do. I just came from the Oval Office where I met with the FEMA administrator, who's standing to my left here, and our federal response folks.
And now to Italy, where 5 railway workers have been killed in northern Italy after being hit by a train while conducting overnight maintenance works. The train, which was transporting wagons on the Milan-Turin line, hit the team replacing parts of the track near the outskirts of Turin. The workers were said to have been dragged for several meters. 2 of their colleagues working nearby managed to escape, including